This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle, an Odyssey station. And yeah, if you're loving us, well, then you're going to love the Odyssey app.
Love us more.
Yeah. You can get us on the Odyssey app. We have our daily podcasts on there, and that would be, like basically the show, but capsulized so that you can get all the good bits you love. Plus, there's unique podcasts. And don't forget the Odyssey exclusive radio stations. I mean, these are exclusive music stations made just for you.
Yeah, so if you have a specific musical need, maybe it's Southern Rock. We've got a station for that. Maybe you're hitting the road. I don't know where you're going, but you're hitting the road. It could be just going to the local Safeway for all I care.
Oh, I need a playlist for that.
Yeah, we've got the Rock and Road Rock playlist that has a bunch of glam metal bands and other great songs from the 80s.
Yeah, there's a lot of curated stations, man, uninterrupted just for your fun. I mean, these are really, really cool stations, and they are curated music options on the Odyssey app. And if you get that Odyssey app, download it, man. Get all the audio that matters to you. That's AUDACY Odyssey.
Let's play B-Mix. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. B-Mix. Don't be a loser. Whoa. B-Mix. You're a loser.
It is time to B-Mix. But it's Wednesday. That means there's gonna be a whacking.
Whack it.
Let me see everybody do their Mr. Wacky then.
All right.
Whack it.
Steve, will you be Mr. Wacky today?
Yes. 100% yes.
Oh, 100% yes.
Calling my shot.
Wow. Well, I think somebody has something to say about that. We've got Amanda in Gig Harbor. Amanda, are you there?
I am here.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here.
Whack it.
For those playing at home, Amanda will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Amanda, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's do this.
What is both the largest and heaviest solid internal organ in the human body?
The heart,
No.
the brain,
No.
the kidney,
No. In which city of Ireland did the band U2 form?
Dublin,
Yes. What planet was Alf from?
Melmac,
Yes. In the animal kingdom, a black mamba is a type of what?
lion,
No.
cougar,
No.
puma,
No. Complete the song title from the 2014 Lego movie, Everything Is What?
awesome,
Yes. What animal was Walt Disney afraid of?
a crocodile,
No.
a fox,
No.
a bear,
No. Who created the TV show 30 Rock?
pass,
What sport does LeBron James Jr. play?
basketball,
Yes. What amino acid is typically linked to turkey's drowsiness-inducing properties?
pass,
What instrument did jazz musician Miles Davis play?
saxophone,
No. 1, 2, 3, 4 correct. Oh, nice try, Amanda.
Yeah, I think Steve's call shot might ring true on this one.
Yeah, and let me compliment you on the Walt Disney question, because I don't know the answer, but then I applied the Ken Jennings method. I'm like, ooh, very clever question.
Yep. I think that might be the right way to go about with that one, BJ.
Yeah, so you know what? I was I'll be honest. I was ready to go, come on! The only one that's going to know the answer maybe is Danny, and then I'm like, wait a second, what would Ken Jennings do?
Exactly. Yeah. WWKJD.
Hey, good job.
What would Ken Jennings do?
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Steve, you may have missed it, but I actually complimented the Rev on one of his questions.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what's happening to me, probably because of the Red Sox wild card win.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm in a good mood.
Well, you can say whatever you want for that, but it's going to be my ringtone from now on, so...
Oh, wow. I have no problem with being a positive ringtone in people's lives. I'll do it.
You ready, Steve?
Yes.
What is both the largest and heaviest solid internal organ in the human body?
The brain.
No.
The heart.
No.
The liver.
Yes.
Nice
In which
job.
city of Ireland did the band U2 form?
Dublin.
Yes. What planet was Alf from?
Melmac.
Yes.
Huh. No problem.
In the animal kingdom, a black mamba is a type of what?
Snake.
Yes. Complete the song title from the 2014 Lego movie, Everything is What?
Awesome.
Yes. What animal was Walt Disney afraid of?
Mice.
Yes. Who created the TV show 30 Rock?
Tina Fey.
Yes. What sport does LeBron James Jr. play?
Basketball.
Yes. What amino acid is typically linked to turkey's drowsiness-inducing properties?
What? Turkey?
No.
Dark meat?
No.
Mashed potatoes.
No. What instrument did jazz musician Miles Davis play?
Trumpet.
Yes. And Steve, almost that perfect 10.
turkey.
But you win 9-4.
Sorry about that, Amanda.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah. That's a good whacking right there, Steve.
Definitely a good whack-in. You did call your shot, and it rang true, so congrats on that.
I totally forgot I did that, but you're right.
Babe Steve pointed to the fences and
Crushed
hit a home run.
Babe Ruth. Okay, I was like, Babe Steve. That's a really weird pet name right there.
Yeah.
Does anybody know the amino acid that's linked to turkey's drowsiness-inducing
I
properties?
feel like Vicky should know. Oh, wow. It's
Mushrooms?
No.
Yeah, it's tryptophan.
Tryptophan.
Dude.
It's the one thing everyone says that makes you fall asleep to turkey.
I didn't even think to say that. That would have been the right answer.
Yes, it would have been. It
Thank
still
you,
is.
Captain After the Fact.
Congrats on your win. Wow.
There you go. I think it's amazing that once Steve hears the answer, he knows it's the right one.
I thought that, and I was like, that's not it. So I didn't even go down that road.
Oh, dude, I hate when that happens, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was in my brain, that word.
oh, don't let that happen if there's a Powerball-sized jackpot up for grabs. Just say it.
Right? Just spit it out as opposed to saying potatoes or mashed potatoes, because that was a way better guess, Steve.
So someone polled a bunch of people and asked what their go-to excuse is when they get a phone call and don't want to answer it.
Oh, man, I don't know if I should share mine, because then all of a sudden I'm diming myself out to anyone who's ever received this text.
Oh.
But there's many times where I get a phone call and I'm like, I don't feel like talking. It's nothing against the person. So I let it ring, and then I text them back going, baby's asleep on me, don't want to talk and wake her up.
Oh, great excuse.
Solid.
Yeah, and I've used it, like, it's been a legitimate right. Like, I've actually used that's how I came up with it, because one time that really did happen. So hopefully for everybody that I've blown off, you were that one time where it really did happen, I promise.
Oh, okay. That one time.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Really did happen that time.
Yeah, that's a great excuse. Not in the top 5 of this list.
Well,
but,
because it's oddly specific. Not everyone has a child.
Well, I think people now are going to have more babies because they don't want to talk to people.
Although before that, I would use my wife's asleep on my lap. I don't want to wake her up.
I'll be honest.
All right, you just got to find someone that wants to sleep on your lap. Is apparently is what we got to do.
And another time, I once said Danny V sleeping on my lap.
Yeah.
He's really tired. I don't want to wake him up.
Really
All
And then that person
skateboarding.
never, ever called you back.
He's so tuckered out. Well, it's weird because it was Danny who called.
Yeah,
It was like, wait a second. I'm not on your lap.
Oh, Danny's like, wow, I really must be just sleep dialing. Okay, is what I'm doing.
But that's usually what I'll end up doing. Another one, man, I have a lot of excuses because I don't like
you
talking
do.
on the phone.
Yeah.
I'm at a restaurant, I'm at dinner, don't feel like I can't answer. It's too loud.
I feel like, I feel like we are so connected, but see, I lived a long time ago, so that's why. Nobody ever had this kind of access to us. We had time for our own privacy because there wasn't anything attached to us, pre-pager that could basically get us. But even then, when it was pager time, unless somebody was going for your drugs, and they needed to pick up, or, it was somebody in your family, you never got paged unless it was an emergency.
My go-to is always I'm in a meeting.
Even if it's at like 8 o'clock at night?
Yeah.
Oh, very good meeting.
A Zoom meeting with my bandmates that don't exist.
That's right. I'm in a meeting. It's anonymous. I can't talk to you about it.
A lot of people don't call at night. Like people that call at night are usually Lily or my mom. So that's not a big thing it's like people that I don't want to talk to usually call during the day, and I'm just like, hey, in a meeting, what's up? So that way they understand. Like, no, we're gonna text. We're not gonna talk.
This is a text relationship.
That's, by the way, Danny, number 3 on the list. Congratulations, sir. So, Danny, I have to say, the last time we do it, the more times we do stuff like this, Danny does hit it. Steve, not that you don't have good ideas, but you do need oddly specific situations in order for your excuses to be really.
This isn't a game, man. We're not winning prizes.
I don't know. I think Danny's winning a prize. I gotta be honest with you. The score I'm keeping, Danny's winning all this. He's going to get the job that whatever we have, he's getting it.
Cool.
Mine's like Steve, where it's I use it as an excuse, but it does happen a lot. Like, it's a real thing, but sometimes I don't want to talk to you, so I'll say this is what was going on, and I was sleeping. So people...
But then at that point, if you write them back and say you're sleeping, now you can talk.
Right, but
I like giving an excuse that exists still at that moment.
Well, obviously, I'm not texting while I'm asleep, but I wait many, many hours or late at night. It's like, hey, sorry, I was sleeping, then
and
woke up.
What if they call you right now?
Well, then it's like, I'm about to go do something. I'll talk to you later. I always end it with something else.
Nip it in the bud. Don't even give them that opportunity, Vicky.
Yeah.
I leave them with, I
I'm
can't
busy.
talk
I'm
right
on
now.
OnlyFans right now. So unless you're willing to give me $4.99.
Oh, there's a
month.
great excuse.
A month.
Right.
And you have to subscribe for at least 6 months.
Yes.
I'm not going to answer the phone.
And I probably still won't answer the phone.
Vicky, that is, I think Steve's giving you a great out. Like, look, I'm maintaining my OnlyFans page right now. If you would like to engage with me, pay.
But what if it's like her brother that's reaching out to her? That's all.
And it's
like,
money,
man.
cool thing.
Well, Vicky doesn't she does all different things on OnlyFans. It's not just like, the show off some skin stuff. It's, she's got friends. Yeah, maybe someone just wants a crochet or whatever the heck. I don't know what Vicky's doing on OnlyFans.
I have another one that was based on reality, but at my old place, for some reason, my cell service did not work in my house. But I could get a text, but I couldn't, the phone would just crap out. So I'd always be like, hey, sorry, my house has horrible cell service.
Number 2 on the year. There you go. Finally, hit the list.
Hit the list, buddy. In the game. Suck it, Danny.
Yeah.
Well, you beat me because I got number 3.
Get back on my lap and fall asleep.
All right.
Now, I want to be fair to Vicky. Do you think that her sleeping actually qualifies for number 1 on the list, which is, I didn't hear it ring or it was on vibrate?
No.
No.
Okay,
No,
I didn't think so either, but I wanted to be fair. I wanted to let the room judge because this is a contest, whether you guys think it is or not.
I have another one. I sometimes will say, my phone's on vibrate. Didn't hear it. How'd that?
Whoa, number 1. Look at this. Whoa. Danny, what's wrong with you? Steve is taking the lead in this game.
Yeah, you spoke too soon, BJ.
Yeah.
I surely did.
That one doesn't work. You know why I didn't think about that one? Because that one doesn't work for me because I have a damn Apple Watch. So if my phone rings, it vibrates on my wrist, and I can't use that excuse.
My favorite thing is just like I'll get a phone call and I'm like, I'm just not going to answer this, and I just stare at my watch until it goes away.
Yeah, because if you press decline, then they know that you saw it.
Yeah. So I have to wait and write it out, and it's just my wrist is just vibrating the whole time. I'm like, this is not fun.
Yeah, it's a Pavlov thing with those Apple Watches. You're absolutely right. If any of my friends have an Apple Watch and they tell me, I didn't get your, I'm going to say, that's BS. I'm around you all the time. You look at that thing multiple times when we're together. You're always looking at that Apple Watch. And I always go, is there a problem? Because I feel like, you're looking at your watch. What's going on? Oh, no, it's okay. And but you just stared at it for 20 seconds. What are you doing? Basically, just basically stopping whatever conversation we're having to look at their watch, and they go, "Oh, it's all right," and they do that a lot.
But in theory, that was supposed to be better than having your phone, because if you just glance at your watch, you could see, oh, it's just a text. I don't need to answer it now, as opposed to getting your phone out and being like, oh, okay, I don't need to answer that.
I feel like psychologically, someone's probably thinking you're looking at the watch because you're like
your time.
You're like, well, how long is this going to go on for?
That's exactly what I think. I always take it personally. Like, what the hell am I boring you? I'm doing the best to be somewhat engaging. Like, oh, no, I'm just looking at this message. It's like every time. And so you can't use that as an excuse that you didn't know anybody contacted you. Not if you have an Apple Watch. You're right, Danny. You're in trouble, buddy.
That's fine.
Rev, did you give us one of your reasons? Did I miss that?
My main one is same along the lines as Steve with the whole lap issues. If I've got a cat on my lap, I cannot answer the phone.
Is that a euphemism, or you really have a cat on your lap?
No,
Okay.
actual
Sounds like
cat.
that sounds like a denied Dr. Seuss book title.
Yeah, sure. Yes. One fish, two fish. Hey, look what I got on my lap, fish.
Yeah, so I will literally actually just use that as I can't disturb Frank or Carl.
Yeah, if somebody gives you that excuse, Steve, are you done with them as a friend?
No, I respect that.
Really? A cat? I can see a
Well,
baby.
also, I'm not calling you because I don't want to talk either.
Yeah, that's a good
exactly.
point.
That works for both
If
of us.
somebody said they couldn't get my call because they had an animal on their lap, I think I will never call them again.
I've done that where I've not answered the call, even on something like my parent, because Lulu was asleep on my lap and I didn't feel like having her bark.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing with me with my cat barking.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You could just say you were driving. That's number 4 on the list.
I was going to say that was one for me that I semi-used recently, but it wasn't actually an excuse. I have it set to do not disturb when I'm driving, and Steve had messaged me that he was locked out of the building, but I wasn't at work yet, and so I didn't get it until I parked, and I was like, oh, somebody let him in. No one let
me in. That was the time that Rev was playing video games on his phone and didn't even bother to come get me.
I heard the vibrate and I was like, oh, that's nothing important. I don't need to worry about
I
that.
finally get in. Danny gets me in. I walk by the Rev's little spot where he's in, and he's playing some game on his phone. I'm like, did he just out and out ignore my text? He's holding the phone.
I didn't know it was your text. I figured it wouldn't be important if someone was texting me at 4 in the morning.
No, who would text you at 4 in the morning with just...
Wow. See,
Definitely
Steve,
not an emergency.
Steve, if I follow my rules, he would have answered that text, because my rules are you need something if you're texting me. I mean,
Yeah, I sent a group text to Danny and Rev. I'm like, well, if anyone's in the office before me, it's one of those guys. So I'm like, all right, guys, I left my wallet at home. I can't get into the building. Could you help me out? Nothing.
Wow.
Crickets. And then finally Danny showed up.
Yeah, that's really, you know what, genius on both their parts right there. You know, you got hands-free driving, and if anybody's texting you at all, I mean, it's got to be a work-related thing. Who else would be texting you unless somebody on the East Coast who you've told time and time again to stop bothering me? But otherwise, you know.
I got in eventually.
Yeah, it worked.
Actually, I think it was Jason that got me in.
Yeah.
Jason comes through in the clutch all the time.
Jason cares.
Yeah, I like that guy. That kid's going to go somewhere in his life. Yeah, Danny, don't use Do Not Disturb with me. I mean, when you're driving, that's what hands-free is about. You get to talk to the phone, do all your voice commands. You can tell Siri to do whatever you want her to do.
I don't have a distract. That's still distracting to me.
I was going to say,
Is it really? Oh, not at all. For me, it was a godsend to be able to do everything with voice commands. I love that.
Plus, you're interrupting my music that's playing on my phone.
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Sorry.
And don't worry, I don't have
you
you
put
on-
that as an excuse.
I don't have you on Do Not Disturb. I just have you blocked, BJ.
Nice.
Well, that's all right. At least I know where I stand. I like number 5. I couldn't find my phone. We do have friends like this in life, where they just don't know. They put their stuff everywhere. I have friends like that. Like, God, I just see them when they come over to my house. They throw their keys anywhere. And I'm like, you're not even at your house. Why would you just throw your keys randomly anywhere? Because who knows if they get knocked around. And it's happened where they can't find their keys. They can't find stuff. They leave stuff. So I would believe that excuse for some people in my life. I don't know if you guys have that person where you go, yeah, I bet you couldn't find your phone. You are that kind of person.
My wife is definitely someone that, because she'll just, throw her phone wherever. She doesn't like spending a lot of time on her phone either, kind of like me. But then also Tatum likes picking up her phone and then going on a little adventure with it and puts it wherever she wants to put it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So then it's a matter of, where did our daughter put your phone? Yeah. Because my wife doesn't like having it on her at all times. Like, she doesn't keep it in her pocket like I do. So the phone is just wherever, and it's within arm's reach of the daughter. So all of a sudden, it's off on an adventure. One time we found it in the ball pit. One time it was in the closet.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just wherever Tatum feels like leaving it.
Man.
And then she also figured out how to take pictures. So there's there's about 7,000 selfies.
Oh, I love this. This kid's the best.
Just like the tip of her forehead or something.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Nice work, Tater Tot. A well-known pop singer has side-by-side toilets in her bathroom. That's right, 2 toilets side-by-side in her bathroom. Why? Oh, I'll tell you why. At 7:20 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. You guys remember Megan Trainor? She's that I'm about that bass, about that. You remember?
Yes.
Right?
Oh, treble.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Did she have another song that was popular for a second?
Yeah, the wife, if you want to wife me or whatever song.
Oh, I don't think I know that one, and I like the All About That Bass song. Well, how do I not know about this one?
Well, maybe you need to get on it. Get your Essentials Megan Trainor playlist.
I am all about that bass. So.
Dear future husband.
Yeah. Dear future husband.
I don't know that one either.
Oh, I don't know that one at all.
That was a big one for her.
Okay.
I think it's No. I think that's the one I remember.
What was the one you know?
No. It's called No.
Oh, No.
I know.
All right. Well, I won't take that for an answer, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well, she's besides, all of the music, she was on this podcast called Why Won't You Date Me? And she shared a strange thing about her house. Her and her husband have side-by-side toilets. Now, I want to see this. Architectural Digest has a lot of YouTube videos where they go to people's houses and they show you. It's sort of like, I don't know. It's not MTV Cribs, but it's like a Cribs. And they show you all the cool celebrities' places. And a lot of great people have been on this. And I want to see the side-by-side toilets. I haven't seen that.
We're looking everywhere for it. We can't find any pictures of it. Like, if I'm them, I'm taking a picture of both of us, me and my significant other, sitting on each toilet. I mean, with our pants on, at least. But just like saying, what's up? Like, this is in our home. I'd be very proud to show it off.
Oh, man. I will tell you this. Somebody get in touch with AD right now, because those guys, that's what they do. I mean, if you haven't seen Aaron Paul's house in the middle of Idaho, oh, my God, it's ridiculous. And Jesse Pinkman, of course, looks like drugs were very good to Jesse.
So it's side by side. I'm like, would you rather it's side by side or face to face?
Oh, neither. Man, do you want
face to face?
I feel like
it's like a competition at that point.
But then you can play like Battleship as you're holding, like
as it were.
No, I'm going out in the alley.
SHIP.
But we all call that, and I don't know if you know that phrase. People call it something else when they're
You can play
I don't know why you. No. I don't understand why you'd want this.
Patty cakes, yeah. I knew what you were saying.
Yeah, I don't understand why you would want this, but here's Megan Trainor talking about it.
We just got a new house and we did construction. Nobody knows this, but in our bathroom there was one toilet, and a lot of times in the middle of the night when we're with the baby, like we got to pee at the same time. So I was like, can we please have two toilets next to each other? So we got two toilets sitting next to each other, and we've only pooped together twice.
You looked at a contractor, another adult in the face, and you said, we need a bathroom with two toilets next to each other. And that adult said, okay.
He laughed and thought I was joking, and I was like, no, I'm not joking. And then he did it.
Do you use them together?
Often. Yes, we pee at the same time a lot. I can't be near him when he poops because his poops smell foul. But when I'm pooping, I encourage him, come on in.
Oh, jeez.
What the hell, man?
And she did say...
Do they not have more than one bathroom? Like, if my wife has to go use the bathroom, I go to the other bathroom.
Yeah, I figure if you're Meghan Trainor and you can afford to have someone come in and redo your house and do it however you want, you probably could get another bathroom in there.
Right. Okay, some people, you have homes that just have one bathroom, and I get that. But if you can afford 2 toilets, I'm assuming like you're doing okay with your money.
It's Meghan Trainor.
To set it all up so you have the plumbing done. That's probably a pretty expensive thing to pull off, having 2 toilets side by side.
That's nuts.
The strangest thing is when I Google image search side-by-side toilets, there are different designs. So we had what we were talking about, the face-to-face ones. They have the literal side-by-side ones. And then there's one where there's like one facing one way and one facing the other way.
It's kind of like those fancy flights that you take where you can lay down your I think that's how like they do the space for the lay down thing.
Well, they got some chairs that look like that at SeaTac.
Yeah, totally. So those
L kind of, or like
there's a lot of design space people have put thought into for side by side toilets.
It's funny, the minute I see that picture, the immediate thing I thought was 69 toilet.
It is like a 69 toilet. You're absolutely right.
Nice.
Or they call it toilet for lovers because that's what I need.
Yeah,
you do call it toilet for lovers. Wow.
Why would they? But that's not putting me in a loving mood if you're dropping a deuce. And the interviewer missed this, but Meghan Trainor said that they once did poop together at the same time. That
would never happen in my relationship.
Never.
I mean, when we stay at a hotel, we only have one bathroom to work with. The agreement is that if the lobby has a bathroom, I go down to the lobby.
Yes, absolutely.
Out of respect. And I'm not going to argue that one. I'm not going to put my foot down and be like, no, I need to poo in here. Like, okay, fine, I'll go down there.
Oh, yeah. I go down there because if I know I'm going to destroy the place, I don't want to do that to the person who's sharing a hotel room with me.
Yep, made that mistake before.
That's hotel courtesy, man.
That being said, if I had it in my house, I would always send if someone said, hey, I need to use a bathroom, I would always send them to that bathroom just to confuse them.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, you're right about that. You're absolutely right. They'd be like, what the hell is this? Man. So, yeah, Meghan Trainor, the All About That Bass singer says that, she has, her and her husband have side-by-side toilets.
Now, it's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So, based on this, we want to know this. What is that one thing in your home that you love to brag about? Maybe you've got side-by-side toilets. Maybe you beat them to it. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What is that one thing in your home that you love to brag about? Got your calls, got your texts after Rage Against the Machine on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. So, Meghan Trainor, the All About That Bass singer, she just shared that she has side-by-side toilets. Her and her husband have side-by-side toilets in the same bathroom.
Goals. No.
Yeah.
Really?
No. I mean, look, I guess it's something to brag about, and we're wondering, okay, how about you? What is that one thing in your home that you love to brag about? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Chuck and Linwood, you are on The Rock. On The Rock, sir. Yes.
BJ Shea!
Who cares? What you got for us, Chuck?
So I've got a detached garage with 1,000 square foot loft above it, and I turned that into the ultimate man cave.
See that?
All right, give us a tour. Yeah. Tell us what's in it.
Oh, yeah.
So we have, first I ripped out all the carpet, and I put 2/3 of it, 750 square foot putting green in.
Oh, wow.
This is amazing already.
Poker table, 6 chairs.
Yeah.
Poker table has LED lights around it, so you can light up the table nice.
Ooh, perfect for a poker after hours.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, got the pool table.
Oh, wow. Okay, poker table and pool table. Nice.
Got the dartboard.
Okay.
Got the 145-inch projector screen.
Whoa.
Oh, man, watching football in there must be a lot of fun.
Oh, it's blast. And then a 12-foot tall climbing wall for the kids that I built.
Oh, damn. So
and for your drunk friends as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what,
and then there's a Peloton up there that the wife uses.
Oh, so
Exercise.
So
Say man cave. What?
Yeah, hold on. So it's the man cave. Whose idea was that to let the kids get in there with the wall and the wife with the Peloton? Whose idea was that?
The wife found the man cave or the climbing wall on Pinterest or something, and I said, I could build that, and it's actually worked out really nice, so I can go up there and watch the game.
I was going to say, yeah. I mean, you're not going to be. You still want to be able to have like your wife and your kid into the man cave. I mean, it's called a man cave, but I mean, it's not like stay out of here and don't come in.
No girls allowed.
So you have some fun stuff for them to do while they're in there, while you continue to do your man cave things.
Oh, that's it. So you're more inclusive than I am. My man cave is get the hell out.
No
it's
girls
me
or
and my
children
boys.
allowed.
It's not no
worked out
girls.
really nice. It worked out really nice for having during COVID, so we could have play dates in the middle of winter with the kids. So that's
that did work out nice.
Space. So there's some positives to it.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Good for you, dude. And you know what? I know how it is. No matter what you try to do, the family wants to be everywhere anyway. So you really can't have an exclusive place to your own. I found that out even when I got my apartment that I had, because I had no room in the house for an office. So I got an apartment to have an office. It didn't matter. Everybody came over, and then they made their own place of it. I'm like,
because you had a sweet pool and a hot tub. I mean, I would visit you at that office.
But that was I had no place in the house to go, and then they came and invaded everything, and that's just part of family life. You're like, well, this is what I'm going to do. They're just going to want to be everywhere. So, yeah, I can't really argue with them. 206-421-ROCK, Texas at 77999. Again, Megan Trainor, the All About That bass singer, she's got side-by-side toilets. She's bragging about it a bit, and we're wondering, okay, what is that one thing in your home that you love to brag about?
Someone texted in saying, appreciate this, BJ. I have a life-size Han Solo in carbonite from the actual mold from the movie.
Yeah,
how do you manage to get that?
I almost got divorced when I bought it, but it's worth it now. Yeah, I can't imagine that was cheap.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have a room to display that in, and if it's in a room that's really part of the public space of the house, if you will, or I call it the wife space, yeah, you're in trouble. If you got your own little game room or a man cave, sure, you can put it in there.
Please, I've got a full-size, life-size Yoda that hangs out right in front of my front door, and my wife is totally cool with that.
Well, sir, you married right.
Damn right I did.
Gnome outside of my garage. It's kind of cool.
I don't think that's as cool as the Carbonite or the Yoda. I'm sorry, sir. No. I'm going to have to say no. Your pink gnome is not that cool.
You guys are right. No.
Yeah, so
I'd like to see
I have a Steve Largen Funko Pop.
Yeah, that's cool.
You guys got that? No.
I mean, that's cool, but I mean, is it the smaller size or is it the giant size?
It's the regular size. Yes.
Oh yeah,
this is a life size one. That'd be pretty tight.
Where do you have that? Would you have that somewhere hidden?
It's in a box in the closet.
There we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. Really, your Funko collection is right here at the station. That's where it is. I mean, and you got some good pops, but they're nowhere near your house.
Right. I mean, they serve more of a better purpose here. They put me in a good mood. I'm at work. I got like the Funko Pop surrounding me. It puts me in good spirits.
Yeah. I've taken over my house. I know the last time my wife came home, she's like, wow, this has turned into a giant kids room. Basically, the entire house is a giant kids room.
She can move back.
Well, that's the problem. She's starting to talk about, I don't know. I mean, I think I'm spending more time up here. We're going to have to make some moves. I go, what do you mean you're going to make some moves?
Oh, yeah, I was just saying that. I didn't really want you to.
Calling the bluff there. Like, oh, no.
I mean, that was just a joke, babe.
Yeah.
So make them up.
Yeah. Exactly. I probably have to go back on that.
Someone said I like to brag about it's my 85-inch Sony 4K TV. And I don't have any need to go to a movie theater anymore. LOL. And the Joker looks amazing on there. Right, Steve? Oh, it's from Caesar.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Caesar sends me shots of his TV all the time.
Can I just say this right now?
He wants me to watch Joker so bad. He got mad because I said I watched that 60-minute special about the Facebook whistleblower. Oh. And he's like, how come you can watch that but not the Joker? I'm like, well, one is 10 minutes long, and the other one is 2-hour depressing movie of a guy in a clown face. Like, it's a big difference.
Caesar trolls everybody on this show.
Yes.
I mean, he really, really does. Because he's always... I don't know if he sends these to you, but he always sends me because apparently his wife has got the greatest job in the world where they get to always go to Mexico's beautiful locations.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All I get is pictures of him with his feet in the water. I'm like, go F yourself. I mean, he's got like, I guess he's working on getting the latest PlayStation, the latest Xbox system.
You get those feet pictures for free? I had to sign up for his OnlyFans to get those.
Yeah, well, what can I say, Steve? You know what I mean?
My $7.99 back, man.
Sorry, buddy. You know what? When you're part part of the exclusive club, you get all the pictures, not just the feet in the water.
Oh, gosh.
Someone says, I love our hot and cold water bidet on our toilet. Using toilet paper feels so dirty and nasty now from Dawn and Shoreline.
They got the warmer then.
Can I ask, how do you dry yourself off? Is there a way to dry yourself off from a bidet? Because I've been thinking about this.
Air dry.
We still have TP in the house.
So you do use that. You just use that to dry off.
We use a whole lot less. And plus the TP's in there if anyone's a little bidet shy. They don't have to worry about just using the bidet at the house.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Bidet bashful.
Yeah. There was one of the old places where we have our wrestling shows at Evolve Fitness when it existed. There was a bidet in that toilet, and one of the wrestlers that flew into town saw it and didn't know how to work it and came out of the bathroom soaking wet. Oh no! The funniest thing ever.
Dude, that was the same. We went to a brewery. It was called Go Brewery. I think they're down in Auburn now, and they had, but they used to be in Bellevue, and and I was like, what is this on the toilet? I don't know what this is. So I went out and told my friends, and they're like, oh, that's a bidet. And so all of them had to use the bathroom to try it out.
It would be great if you came and going, I think there's a water fountain in the toilet. It's very weird.
Just keeping us hydrated, guys.
Oh, dear.
Man,
so I have a prediction.
Uh-oh.
The way that the women groom themselves downstairs, you know how everybody finds it to be really just untoward to have anything anymore, which, of course, started in the 80s. I'm thinking that if you don't have a bidet in about 20 years, you don't have a bidet in your house, you're going to be considered a savage. I'm making that prediction. More and more people seem to really want to bidet shame you.
20 years, man.
You'll be 80 when we have to come back to you and talk to you about this?
I'm just figuring how long it took for everyone to be, maybe, when I never thought in the 80s that if people said, hey, I got a little something down there, people go, oh my God, you need to fix that right away.
I just feel like a lot of people got on the bidet train because of the whole toilet paper shortage. It really helped to have that, backup, if you will. So I feel like a lot of people have it, but I don't think they'll shame you for it.
I have so many questions about it.
I disagree with that 100%. Rev has been shaming me for the past 3 years.
Oh, yeah. That's not normal.
Well, no, but you talk to anyone who has a bidet and they're like, you need a bidet.
I shamed Danny, and I actually bought one for Vicky. So, I'm here to help with you with all your bidet needs.
Is it a guarantee it works for everybody?
It should be, yeah.
I don't even know how to ask the questions that I have.
Yeah,
but,
Does it do the job right? Is that the question you're asking?
Well, some people have hairy butts.
Oh, yeah. And I got a hairy butt, and it works fine. Yeah.
I don't want these visuals anymore.
I don't know if I should ask the question.
Yeah.
I didn't at least use the analogy that some people use, which is completely going to ruin anybody's peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. Okay.
I was going to say that too. I'm glad you alluded
get it.
to that
we get the idea that sometimes it's just hard to get those hard to clean spots clean.
The water stream is very powerful, and if you're not expecting it, it will surprise you.
Woo! Hey! Mm-hmm. Well, and that's why I think people will be shamed because, look, there are other countries that think we are pretty savage for just using toilet paper. They're like, you realize that doesn't clean anything, and there are moments where I'm like, okay, I thank God for those wet wipes because, man, there are times where it's just like, I need to do a full cleaning here. The toilet paper's just not going to get it done. And I think the bidet would be amazing because the bidet would be like, okay, now.
It is. I keep petitioning him for doing it here at work, and so far nobody is responding to my emails.
Maybe you should just bring one in like we did with the coffee machine.
Yeah. Ooh, good call. It probably shouldn't work on the plumbing here, but, hey.
That's a good call. You might as well because the microwave's still broken, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you might as well, if you want a bidet, you're going to have to bring it in for yourself. Yeah.
Truth. Yeah.
That's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to take matters into your own hands, Rev, as it were.
As it were.
Hey, that kid Dave Grohl, he just continues to say cool things and do cool things. And how about he just shared a powerful story about playing the drums after Kurt Cobain's death? And you're going to hear from Dave at 7:50 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. I have lots of tickets that I haven't paid. Can those be discharged through a bankruptcy?
Yes, there are some limits on what we can do with tickets. Tickets cannot be discharged in a full bankruptcy. In a Chapter 7 case, that won't help you get your license back. But in Chapter 13 reorganization, tickets are dischargeable. Most types of tickets are dischargeable. So you would have to pay back some of the tickets in a Chapter 13 case, but the vast majority of them could be discharged if you complete the plan. And again, you would get your license back right away when you filed the Chapter 13 case, as long as the only reason you don't have your license is because of failure to pay your tickets. But the Chapter 13 process will help you get your license back and repay a small portion of your tickets in most cases, and get your license reinstated almost immediately.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.